check. Mic check. Shoot. Just shoot in general. I didn't mean to stop the stream there. I meant to, like, restart it. I didn't mean to do that. No. Nah, heck. Yeah, stupid stuff. Oh, that's actually cool. One sec. Oh, wait. My Discord's... I didn't notice that. I didn't mean for that to be there. Technical difficulties. Got that. Okay. Accidentally closed it. Let's see. Where is... Easy way for me to connect that? No, that's stupid. Stupid. It's all stupid. Finishing up here. There we go. Okay, I think I'm back up. I'm probably not going to be streaming for too much longer anyway. Need to probably wrap this thing up anyway. Basically, internet cut out. That's it. And then I accidentally pressed a button and it failed everything. Oh well. Let's see. Anyone here right now? Somebody in the chat, say something so I know someone's out there. Please tell me I'm not alone. Please. Kel's in chat. Hi, Kel. Hello. Yeah, I was streaming a bit ago. My internet cut out, and I accidentally stopped the broadcast on this, so a little bit of a problem. But oh well. Hello. Anyways, I'm trying to finish up a project on my factory thing. I wanted to get that done. I'm gonna get that done today, and then I'll be out of here, probably. I was streaming for like 3 hours up until this point. Okay. So I got the, okay, where was I? I was at drone batteries here. Cool. I need to get everything all connected up here, so let's see, one for the mod motors, one for the cooling devices, one for turbo motors. That's what the other one was. Okay, and merge all of them into just one merger, so that they will eventually just be packaged up all into one drone and get sent off. Make it that color. And now, region, because the delivery of your new PC components was replaced to another time. Ah, shoot. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hopefully you get your PC parts soon. Let's see. What is the wackiest way for me to get a conveyor belt over here? This way. It's the best possible way. Get that. There we go. not getting your new PC until the 21st now instead of the 18th. Ow. I mean, it's only 3 days. I mean, it'd be nicer if it was like, you know, there on time, but I mean, it's only 3 days. It's not that bad. Let's see. Next up, I need to get the turbo motors. Of which I'm gonna have to go into the bowels of my factory in order to get the turbo motors connected. Mostly because this is probably the easiest way I can actually, like, get a connection to it. Here we are. Plug it in. Ha 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 ha! Turbo motors are on the move. Alright, that's turbo motors, and then next thing I gotta do is get the mod engines, and then it'll be ready. Because he canceled it and set it to shop nearby. If I didn't, they would have delivered it to the 30th. Ow. Okay, so you canceled the original order so that you would be able to try to set it to a different time? Or, like, an order from a different shop? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, either way, it's still better than the 30th, right? It will be better. Let's see. How's that gonna look? Cause that thing was like forming crooked. That is very crooked. It's so broken. What the hell? I wonder if ever Satisfactory is actually gonna get any updates. I know they're like working on something, or they're like working on a game for so long and they're kind of busy. Cancel the first one, made a second one with the same setup. Oh, that's what you, like, okay, so you, like, made the order for one PC, and then it's like, oh, actually, let me see if I can get it at this shop instead, so we'll change that out. Okay. Alright, there we go, and now that'll fill it up with all those parts. Yes, that is great. You can see that it's filling up right now. An even amount. Right, next thing I gotta do is probably head over to the Desert Factory, get that, and get a port ready for that. Shoot, next thing I think I need to do is get all of the manufacturers up, which that's gonna take a bit. Oh well, it shouldn't be that bad, right? Definitely. Let's see, so if I am able to do that, then that means I have the thermal thrusters down, of which I still need, like, one more, or, like, let's see, I still need, like, 3 more parts for the ballistic missiles to actually be made. Oh, yeah, I can check out what vehicles got deadlocked over here, because some vehicles just decided not to go anywhere. Somewhere. I'm afraid to open up my map, because every time I do, I crash, because this game is getting so advanced that it crashes. Let's see, is there... Hey, you vehicles are not moving. Why are you all not moving? You have fuel, you just don't want to move. Move. You're not moving either. Move. I wonder if there's like some weird limits to the amount of like pathings that these things that like the vehicles can have at any one time, because there's a lot of vehicles around here and they keep like running into each other, but I don't think it should be this bad problematic. Ugh. Cal says decided to buy a Ryzen 5 760 for the new PC because new processor can't handle streaming Minecraft in VR. Oh. I'm doing streaming of Minecraft. So like, there's like some projects you want to do in like streaming in VR, or what are you planning on doing with that? Out of curiosity. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I think I might make all of the manufacturers here because I don't think I'll need this space for trains. So this might be fun. Ooh, I should probably. I'm gonna save really quick and check my map just to see if there are any vehicles deadlocked, because I can't open my map without it crashing. Want to stream a mod pack on Twitch? Ooh. Well, that actually might be like worth a streaming for. Do you know what mods are in there? Because I like mods. I haven't actually done much with Minecraft mods in a while, so I don't know like any of the like the new stuff that's coming out or the new packs. I know like some of the mods like Create or stuff like that, but I don't know like the completionists packs that like we're gonna give you 100 billion hours of content, so you'll never run out of something to do. I don't know anything about those packs. Does this have any power hookups? Ah, it's hooked up to you, way up here. Get down here. Actually, let me see if I can find a different spot. So I could probably instead do this one. Plug into here, and then I can have a more direct connection. Come on. Next, thank you. Next to that, and just have a output here. And priority power switch. Auto save. There we go. Let's see. Thermal thruster soggle? No, not soggle. Toggle. That's what I want. And let's see, put that in. Thermal thruster toggle gonna go in Prio Group 7. There we go. Gail says, I want to start a walkthrough a few days ago with a friend, but was lagging sadly. Plus got the only one viewer who was subbed from 6 months ago. Okay, actually, on the whole streaming thing. It is completely optional to stream your gaming experience. You can experience it with yourself, or you can show it with your friends and family and just talk about the different stuff that you're doing. Built by player name 123. This thing was built by player name 123 according to the... Why is this here? That shouldn't even be here. What? Oh well. But like, when it comes to streaming, it is completely fine if people don't actually stop by. It's just, you have it open, and if people want to come by and stop by, they can. Just don't think anything's wrong because nobody's coming in. Just people are busy. Yeah. Alexis is back. Hello, Alexis. Okay, yeah, it was actually an internet issue that got me out. I accidentally flipped the button, pushed a button that I shouldn't have, and I ended up like accidentally canceling out the last stream, which is annoying. But here we are. I'm at least here playing a video game. I'm probably gonna go for like another 30 minutes to an hour, I think. That's the anticipation. But little did you know this is actually a ploy so that I can get an extra video on my video feed or something like that. No, this is no ploy. I don't know what happened. My internet just cut out and pressed too many buttons. I don't know. But yeah, welcome back, Alexis. Let's see. He also has only got like the one other real friend. Other one are internet friends, even though emotionally bonded. I understand that there's an internet-only number. Okay. There will be a difference between if they're like real people or if they're just people on the internet. I have friends that I would actually consider like real friends that they're not in like my YouTube friend group at all, but they're just ones that I've been with for like many years. And we just kind of like talk and just play games every now and again. They're not like that much a part of like this part, I guess, or like this this whole community. They just kind of want to do their own thing, which is completely fair. I just kind of step in and be like, hey guys, this is a thing I did. And they're like, oh wow, that's pretty neat. I don't like the friendship. Play games every now and again. Games that I never want to stream because they're kind of boring otherwise. Also, I kind of want to keep like any gaming activity I do with them just like only to the group game nights. Ooh, oh, this is not a good sign, actually. Hello? Hello. I'm back. I had to talk with somebody. Okay, so the interesting thing that I'm looking at is that my power is actually getting scarily close to maxing out. That's bad, because if I'm not careful, I'm gonna go over my power quota, and then I won't be able to do anything anymore. Shoot, I guess I'm gonna have to make a next project be a power plant again. Good grief. I don't want to work on power plants. They're so boring. I also need them. Oh yeah, I guess one other thing, Kill, about like, oh, well, the internet friends are not real. They are real, though. That's the thing. Like, they are still real people. It's just that they're real people that's like hundreds of miles away. Which doesn't have like the same feeling that like someone that you're meeting in person is. At least I think. They can still be friends. They definitely can be. There's no doubting about that. It's just they're not next to you. They're just behind a screen the whole time. That's why I'm trying to go back out into the wild and find real people, because I want to find real people to talk to instead of screen people. And here I am saying that as a TV screen. Ain't that funny? Ha 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 ha. Let's see. I need... What do I need? I needed... what was it? And I need 25, I think. Let me look at my... Alexa says, folks, give me a year or two and I will find where you live. Correct, because the internet is really scary. And you can figure out anything about anyone. That's scary. I'd rather not that happen to me. Let's see, so I needed... 60 manufacturers. That's what I needed here. Okay. So with manufacturers of 60, divide that by 2.5, then we're like, it's just 24. Okay, so I think I just need one more lane of these 6, and I think it would work. There we go. There's another additional factor to my state is I can know if real people, only real ones, like someone from 3rd grade. That's actually impressive if you can like keep up with someone from that long ago. I never keep up with like, I haven't actually kept up with people from like my childhood. Mostly because they've either moved away or just kind of ended up having different interests. Eh, oh well. Oh, you need to get out there. Oh well. Let's see. Friend from 3rd grade. Family, but you have kind of issues with them, and that's all. Oh. Not entirely sure what to say about it, but I know it's tough. It is. It genuinely is tough. I'm in no position to actually complain, or let's see. Okay, let me be more specific. It's like, I haven't been in your position, so it's hard for me to like figure out or say something that would make sense. But I don't know what to say at the moment. No. Alexa says, I'd like to meet you all for real, though. Honestly, kind of respectful attempt. I personally don't want the real life me to be like mixed up with the online me. I'd rather that not be the case. Like at least while I'm on the internet, I at least want to be seen as like Deanspillabean, and in real life, I want to be seen as whoever I am, Deanspillabean in real life. That's how I want to keep it as sort of a privacy thing. Let's see, is there any more? No, very nice. There we go. And plug you into here. There we go. Alright, so that's all the manufacturers set up and overclocked. So that's great. Last thing I need to do is to get a drone port set up here. Which all I probably need to do is just have an actual destination. So we'll get transportation, drone ports. We'll have it here. And can I plug it directly into power? I'm gonna plug it directly in. There we go. Justin says, how did you make like your factory where you make all the stuff you need to craft? I get my sources. Actually, I guess just to I'm gonna go off on a tangent really quick just to show this to Justin, just because he knew. I've been doing a lot of stuff over the course of like a big year. I don't have like one factory that builds everything. I have a bazillion factories that build a bunch of different stuff. And I've also like found a bunch of, let me see, a bunch of Mercer spheres for the alien tech stuff that keeps my my storage box filled. And oh, I guess just to show off how kind of crazy this world has gotten. All right, so over there is like a steel factory that's outdated I need to fix. Over there is like some copper powder stuff. Over there is some other factory. There's like my old base that's some way that way. And if I go over here, this is my crown jewel. 218 drones, all being fueled by plutonium fuel rods, and their whole purpose, transporting water bottles in the entire world. I am the good Amazon. I transport water to worldwide. I solved thirst. Jeez, that's insane. This is in fact my crown jewel. This is absurd. I love this thing so much. Main thing I love about it is that I use plutonium fuel rods as the fuel source because every other fuel source takes resources. Plutonium honestly is dirt cheap for me because it's kind of a waste product. So I just kind of throws it away. That's kind of it. Actually, is there anywhere else I want to... I might just like run around, really. I don't want to... oh yeah, there's also like all the water that's underneath it. There's a lot of generators. There were a lot of power starts that were required for this. Let's see, there's a rocket fuel factory over there. There's this factory that makes heavy frames, ton of heavy frames, that goes over to the fuse frame factory that's over in the desert. Let's see, there's a big plastic factory I want to rebuild at some point. This is a radio unit production factory. Let's see, I haven't tapped into this area yet. So there's like this spot, but this was just a test to see if I can get the drone ports working. But that place has not been touched yet somehow. A bunch of copper powder factories are strung across the land, as well as this huge rubber production plants. A lot of rubber gets made here, like 7,800, something like that. It's pretty good. And over here, which is where we were not too long ago, there is a huge concrete factory which uses a bunch of the drones from the massive drone port, and this is the newest addition where I'm trying to get thermal thrusters built. Also, there's a nuclear power plant over in the distance. There's a lot. Tenna's here. Hey, hey Tenna, if you were any Deltarune character, who would you be? I would be Tenna! Who else would I be? Seriously. Actually, I guess since I got this running, actually update the title. Tenna Gaming. Let me actually update the Satisfactory stream 0.5 or something like that. There we go, update that. My internet cut out like halfway through, or like not halfway through, but like midway through conversation, and I accidentally stopped my recording thing. So I had to like boot up my stream again. Yeah. Sonic says, whoa, new stream, because my internet cut out. Now I'm here. Also, Justin kind of wanted to see some stuff, and I wanted to show some stuff. Justin says, making a lot of different factors that makes stuff for me personally, but make an insane amount of stuff per minute. Oh, that kind of works. I think for my case, it's like I'm making these like huge factories anyway, and anytime that I'm overproducing stuff, it just goes straight into my my interdimensional storage. So I really don't have to worry about having resources. Some of them I do kind of like overwork on, I think. Actually, let me go back over to my drone port really quick. Oh, also, this is my starter base over here. You see it? See it? And it's gone. No more starter base. There's another part of my starter base for steel. I don't think I do much with that anymore. Oh, no, I'm getting... I ran into some trees and I got knocked off course. Shoot. This is also a giant copper factory, or copper powder factory. The main goal that I'm trying to do is getting like 60 items a minute for all the late game items. And I needed a lot of copper powder. Alexis says, well, see y'all. Alrighty. See you, Alexis. Thank you for stopping by. He's the embodiment of Tenna. I became the voice actor for him for a reason. Or at least on the community dub of Deltarune. Okay, last thing to show off. I got so annoyed of having to put in like water bottles into the system, because sometimes I need to put water bottles in here, and I'm like, man, I really don't like going over to my water storage to pick it up, and I don't like putting up conveyor belts to get it all set up either. Solution! Water search. Grab water. I have so much water in supply. You can grab water forever, and then I can just kind of plug it in. And this is because I've used the most reasonable use of everything. I used a dimensional depot. I used a bunch of them here. Is this like you? Oh yeah, you're all going down here first before you go into the depot. Ah, right? No, you're full. Water. Drain water. Stuff doer's here. I didn't actually call you out. Hello, stuff doer. I know you're the one that mentioned the hey Tenna, what would you be dealt from here? But I just wanted to just greet you here. Cal says tried to draw Shapey, and that's his OC by the way. Let's see. Tried to do that today. Guess the proportions are wrong again because it just looks too thick. And that's not quite my idea. Kind of repeating since the message was lost. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I missed out on that. Sorry. But I mean, you can keep working at it. If the proportions aren't quite right, you can just try it again. Nothing. You can just keep trying until it looks right. You don't get the final product right off the bat unless it's like you're like very lucky and it just so happens that it's like the perfect thing right off the bat, which is very rare. Sometimes it just needs a process. Is this full already? Oh, go. I need to actually put this water somewhere, right? Where am I gonna put this? Shoot, I need to get back to work. I'm slacking off. The audience is gonna get bored. Yeah, good grief. Okay, got that in. I need to go through this at some point and like put some water bottles in anyway, because usually whenever I boot up like a new drone port, it gets like water sent throughout the whole system, and it just needs like a new supply of water sometimes. Okay, back to what I was doing, which was getting the drone port for the three subcomponents of the super resource thermal thrusters, and get that up and running, and then I can get it done, and then I can end the stream and I can leave. I want to be free. I want to create thermal thrusters so I can create a rocket ship to get out of this planet. The funny thing is that I could have done that a very long time ago, but I'm stubborn. I wanted to do more. So much more. More than I should reasonably do. Well, now here I am. Here. Alright, so you get power, yes. Okay, name change. You are thermal thrusters components imports. Yes. Okay. Search for thermal drone component exports and send it to imports. There we go. The drone should be here any moment now. Any moment. It'll take a bit. For now, while I'm waiting for it to get here, I need to actually start getting things ready. And by that, I mean just getting some storage crates set up, so that whenever the drone does get here, we'll have everything be sent off correctly. Let's see. Actually, I think for... Do I want this to keep flowing? Because the problem is if I keep this flowing normally and it gets backed up, something might happen that things might get lost in transport. Maybe. I'll cross that bridge when we get there. I think that will be a problem. I have to make sure that everything's running, and if something doesn't, I'll figure it out. Okay, so smart splitter. Need one for turbo motors, another one for cooling systems, and another one for modular engines. There we go, so those will get split out correctly. And I guess I'll also have one more crate here, specifically for fuse frames, and I just need to get that connected. That's gonna be the hard part, isn't it? This is gonna be a ways away. Alright, plug it over to here and zigzag through everything in a very inefficient manner. And conveyor splitter. Because I'm pretty sure I, like, scaled a lot of this to make sure that the amount of fuse frames that I was making here in the aluminum factory was going to be enough for this project. So hopefully it's good. Although this thing still has its own problems because it's not making aluminum fast enough because stuff just isn't getting to where it needs to go in time. The silica is a good example. Why? Oh, because the truck system that I use to get everything everywhere doesn't work. It does, but it just doesn't work because the game is overloaded with what it needs to do. So the trains literally, or the trucks just literally collide with each other and stop sending silica. At some point, I really just need to convert this all into a big old conveyor belt highway to get them sent over here. And then I'll have a consistent line of silica. I just don't want to do that because that's like a lot of work. But I might have to, unfortunate. Okay, time to actually get this thing started. Good grief. How do I want to do this? Do I want... Do I want like a sushi belt where I have everything on one line? Or do I just want them all to be separate? I'm gonna try separate lanes for now. I'm gonna try a couple lanes for them. So, starting on this end, I'll stretch this out a lot. So stuff will come in through there. I think I'll have a splitter that will probably clip through everything, so I'm not going to be too picky about this. I just want this working. I remember a long time ago I was trying not to have anything clipping, and now here I am doing it regardless. Yeah. Alright, we'll have a splitter here. And... Split off in that direction, split up in that direction. This is just so I can split these up correctly. Make sure I get them all. Okay, get these to match the height. It's pretty close, I'll go with that. Doesn't really matter if it looks bad or not as long as it connects. Actually, I'm kind of curious on how this looks like. If it's like stacked on top of each other almost. This is gonna look weird. This is gonna look weird. So, if I do that, you go over there. That'll get you flowing. That's cool. What if I wanted to do something kind of odd? Like this. Pretty sure this would be allowed. Yeah. Have all these split off and have I'm gonna have like a roundabout sushi belt. Oh, this is gonna look weird. Oh, Impy's in chat. Hello, Impy. Hello. I would like to mention, I did have a stream up earlier, but my internet cut out and I had to do it again. But I'm probably going to be working on this project, which is trying to get thermal thrusters automated. Normally, in a lot of cases, there's like a technique called sushi belting, where you have a bunch of items on one belt, and then you have like smart splitters split all of the items off of that sushi belt, so that it at least makes sense whenever you're putting something somewhere. This is something like that, except all of the belts are going to be right on top of each other. Which, obviously, is going to look kind of odd. But I think it would look cool if I can actually, like, properly get it together. It's one of those things that's like, hey, you're kind of breaking some, like, aesthetic rules. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Okay, so... connect the second splitter to you. Oh, I'm gonna see if I can... connect to you. Connect to... Do you not want to connect? What?
It's in an invalid shape.
No. What? Why are you invalid? What the? Why is it not invalid now? Okay, whatever, game. This is why you shouldn't do this, folks. The game thinks you're breaking everything. Well, I am, but... let's see. No, that's not the... Yeah, connect to you. No, that's the wrong thing to connect to. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Or not. Okay, that might have to be how I do this. You over there get connected with that. There we go. Aha! So that's the fuse frame. That's the fuse frames one's connected. Making sure I do all of these, because once I do this, I won't be able to, like, troubleshoot this very well. Oh, my internet's cutting out again. Damn it!
Mike, fix the internet.
Oh, if only it was that easy. If only there was a mic that we all had access to just fix the internet. That would actually be quite swell. Unfortunately, due to circumstances out of my control, I am now a slideshow. This has been happening very consistently. As for why, I have no idea. I literally don't. I hope it will be better next time next time I stream. Okay, where is... There's no drone, but there should be. Status... ready. Yeah. Bruh. No, my actual internet cut out. Or did it? Hello, am I alive? Send a message to me if you can hear me. Hello? Hello? Okay, I'm live. Some reason my internet has been acting up lately. I do not know why. I need to finish this project before everything falls apart. Let's see. So... Well, the drone's en route. Where'd it go? Where's the drone? What the hell?
Cable.
Hello? Hello? At least from my perspective, it says weird. No, it is definitely like a my problem thing, because I'm looking over at... Oh, shoot. I'm looking over at my OBS, and every now and again it's like, you are operating at approximately 0 kilobytes being sent a minute. You should probably get that fixed. Oh, I probably should do that. I really don't know what's going on with my internet. Matthew McDonald's here and has a question. What is your goal right now? It is to get 60 thermal thrusters a minute operational, of which I'm very close to doing that. If Mike doesn't cut out my internet again, that would be nice. At least that's the presumable thing. Let's see. I had like a whole factory setup where I got all the components, and this has been months in the making. So this is, I kind of want this to actually be on air while I'm doing this. Shadow VR is here and says, "Hello, watching from Crepice right now. Ooh, that's pretty neat. Yeah, just got trying to get back. Also, some reason my internet keeps cutting out. I do not know why. I keep getting Mike to get the internet working, but it doesn't work. It's frustrating. Yeah, okay. So factory's all the way over there. Gotta head over there. It's funny that your voice like cuts out half a second and comes back half repeatedly. Wait, no, is that what's going on now? No. Oh, that's stupid. That shouldn't be happening. Let me try something. Hopefully I don't accidentally make another stream doing this. Check. Is this... Hello, hello? Oh, nope, the audio's still going off. No. Okay, let me try something else. I hope this works. Mic check. Is this thing on? Hello? Is this working? Mike, is the audio working again? Love it. Check, mic check. 1, 2. God damn it. What is going on? This literally should not be happening. This literally should not be happening. This literally should not be happening. Why is it happening? Stupid. Hello? If I turn it off and on enough times, it might work. Oh, it's not cutting out anymore. Right? Check, check. Time for a feedback loop. Feedback loop, anybody? Nah, my mic's too good. No feedback loop. Is your mic plugged in correctly? It is. It's just internet problem. Internet-related issue. I don't know why audio got cut out. All right, we should be good. Mic check is complete, and we can operate smoothly again, probably, until everything falls apart again, which it probably will. I just realized Cell is... Why are you off your bookshelf? Go back to your bookshelf. Go back to your bookshelf right now. Thank you. It's not cutting out anymore. Yay! I got it fixed temporarily. Oh well. How long has Bro been streaming? 4 hours! 4 hours! I'm getting somewhat close to getting my project done anyway. You're finally there! Oh my gosh, I've been wondering where you've been. Where have you been, Mr. Drone? You have been unaccounted for far too long. Well, at least that you're here now, right? Now, deposit those resources. It's depositing. Is it depositing anything? Not yet. Are you depositing? What's wrong with you? Oh, wait. What's going on here?
I don't have this connected. Oh my god.
I didn't plug this in, that's why. What's your project, says Matthew? Get 60 items a minute for all of the late game items. That is the project. All the while, my whole world crumbles around me. Like this truck. Why is this truck here? Heck if I know. I mean, I've never really seen your art skills. Oh, it's because I don't show it off that often. It's like some old high school drawings. They're good. Like, they are good. But I haven't been able to draw like that in a while. Except for, like, some... Actually, let me see if I can actually find... Let's see. Where, can I pull up you and nothing break? No, that's not... It's the wrong thing. Wrong thing. Where? There. Look here really quick. There's like a couple that I actually... there's like a couple of my videos that I did like for this one. That I actually did like an actual hand-drawn thing for. This one. I did do like a couple bits of editing, but like the main thing is like actually drawn. And there's also this other one for the pumpkin here, which same deal. It's hand drawn, and then it got edited in post, but it still does look kind of nice. But yeah, I do have like some bit of a like an art style type thing. I just don't draw that much anymore. But now Deltarune has made me want to draw again to make some cool thumbnails. Otherwise, I try to like make thumbnails like in Minecraft, but sometimes I just don't. I can't really make the stuff that I want to make in Minecraft, so I try to make it otherwise. Let's see. So you have your connection. Plug you in. That and this one here, I think, or there might be one. All right, that's the device ones. That's nice. Monkey loves it. Thank you, old monkey. Thank you, Swedish monkey. Make thumbnail. Let's see. Make thumbnails in either Gmod or TF2. You know what? Every time I think about like what makes a good thumbnail, like. I like drawing some of them. I like making them in Minecraft using using like photos or like photos of my skin or of my Minecraft skin guy. Like, where is he? Dean, get out here! Blah blah blah. Where is he? Like me. Hello, dude. I get like photos of me doing stuff, which is kind of nice. Or I try to like. Have like different stuff, try different things out basically. Sometimes it just takes too long and I just want something kind of short and like, but I have the project done already. I just want it out. So maybe I might draw something or make something that's not very intensive so I can get it out. What's going on here? You're supposed to be having cooling devices, and you do have cooling devices. Are you just? Is there nothing coming in? What are you missing? Oh, you're not missing anything. You're making something. Okay. I might actually need to make. Let's see. Let me get another drone here. Because it might be that it's just like operating too slow, so it might just need some drone. So batteries will probably... this drone will get its batteries over at the other end. I don't have a battery factory here, but I have one elsewhere. Wow, that is full of fuse frames. That's funny. Oh yeah, that's full of fuse frames because it's nearby, no wonder. I might need to go check and make sure things are getting distributed evenly, but that'll be for later. Are you making anything? You don't have turbo motors. Why don't you have turbo motors? You just don't. Okay. thought I plugged these in. This is the problem of trying to make something like this. I think I got some of these like flip-flops, but they connect, I think. Although this one doesn't. Or oh no. No, they do. Okay, okay. So these all connect correctly. Yay! Swedish says, as long as the thumbnails are good, I don't really mind what you or other people make of them. Unless it's AI, I'm very against AI. I'm kind of with that too. Oh, you made an AI do the thing? That's cringe. You could do it yourself. Oh, funny idea, or funny thing. Somewhat funny. There was a video essay that I saw someone work on, which the entire purpose of it was to just show, like, you don't need anything fancy to make videos. And or make thumbnails for videos. Like, it was basically a whole video where he talked about how he... Also, I don't remember the guy's name, unfortunately. But the idea is that, hey, I want to have a good thumbnail. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to see if I can hire a professional thumbnail artist and get a perfect thumbnail. This is the perfect one. It cost me hundreds of dollars to get done. And it turns out that that video with that thumbnail didn't perform very well. Or if it did perform well, it didn't perform as well as it anticipated. So he was like, wow, I'm kind of disappointed by that. You know what, for this, okay, for this video, where I'm just going to talk about thumbnails, I'm just going to have the most basic thing ever. He literally just had the thumbnail be like, have it like some text on it that said, I don't feel like making a thumbnail today, guys. Anyways, that was a very successful thumbnail. He just put text on a screen, and that was enough of a thumbnail to work. If that's not enough proof to say you don't need any talent to make thumbnails, I mean, to be fair, there is still reason for thumbnails, because your thumbnail is the door to whatever video that you're watching. And if you can convey what your video is going to be like in a single image, you put that on the thumbnail. Or at least that's the idea. Now Kevin's back. Hey, Kevin. We have experienced technical difficulties up to this point. I have 2 streams up and running. Not really. There's only 1 running right now. But I'm alive, which is nice. All right. And doing this, we'll be able to get 2 sets of thermal... ignore the massive white square of doom. That's normal. Perfectly normal. When I said white square of doom, I didn't mean literally. God damn it. I gave my computer too much to compute, I guess. Swedish says it especially irritates me when people use AI. They say they made the art using AI. First of all, it's not the making to AI art, blah, blah, blah. Really just globs of other people's arts mashed together. Technically, by technical standards, it is literally just some robot that's been fed like tons of different ideas of what art is, and then it plugs into a machine and it gets an answer. Which, that's exactly what a machine is supposed to do. To be fair, I will give the AI stuff a slight bit of credit. I think it's incredible that it's even possible. Will I use it? Probably not. I personally don't think there's a reason to use AI over just making something in MS Paint. Or playing a video game and getting a thumbnail there. Like, I just really don't see a point in making AI thumbnails unless you really desperately want one of those high quality ones and don't want to fork over the money to make them. But it's been proven that those aren't as successful. Like, you could make them successful, maybe, but they're just not as successful as just making whatever thumbnail you just want to make. Literally recognize an art piece in AI art. Ew. Oh, I guess kind of on that for a little bit. What's the point of me looking at a art that has been AI generated? Because it's not your art, is it? It's some AI generated interpretation of what your idea would be. Wouldn't it be nice if you could get your idea into reality on your own without the use of machines? Possibly. I mean, machines definitely have made, like, making stuff easier. Like, I can't exactly stream this experience to you unless my machine was capable of doing that. I can't do the entire operation on its own. That being said, because I'm a really strange individual, I've decided to have a little PNG avatar with many facial animations to change in order to interact with people on my streams. And that's at least what I do to make my streams somewhat unique. Or maybe I just have Satisfactory in the background being played, and I can do that, interact with chat, blah blah blah, yada yada. That is to say, my filter is what you're seeing right now. And if someone goes out of their way to try and make an AI filter for what their idea would be like, that's not exactly their idea, I guess. Is that a good way to put it, or is it more like we're seeing something that's not quite what you envision, but at least in this case you're seeing my vision? Yeah, something like that. I do think that actually is like an interesting idea to like talk about, but blah blah blah. Basically, it's not worth using AI art to, I guess, like better your processing, in my opinion. It's purely because it's like it doesn't really help. Maybe it gets you an idea of what it should look like, but like the art aspect, I don't entirely understand it being used as a way to improve your art or just improving yourself. It's like using a calculator for everything, which sure, you can use a calculator for everything, but I'd rather the artist that doesn't need a calculator, or at the very least knows how to do the process without a calculator. I would rather trust that person. Not exactly an apples to apples comparison, but you get the idea, I think. Maybe. Let's see, Swedish says, unless they think that it's acceptable to use small side tools, like fixing small grammar errors. Oh yeah, that especially. The amount of grammar errors that have been in my videos is absurd. And sometimes I just can't notice them until I have like someone else's eyes looking at things, which might be difficult if I want to have a secret planned. But oh well. Fixing small graphical errors, and most let's see, and most not to a degree where it literally does the whole process. I actually do think like autocorrect. I love autocorrect because it's like, hey, shoot, how do you spell that word again? I literally forgot how to spell that word, or I've never heard of that word before. What's that word again? Or other option, it's just like I've never figured out how to spell that word, so I'm just like, what's this word? Oh, autocorrect, you're telling me what it is because you've approximated what I'm trying to say? Thank you. You figured out what I was trying to say. Thank goodness. Although I'm not really happy whenever it's like I type my thing out and as I'm typing it's like, hey, are you trying to say this word? Let me help you out there. Hey, I know you're trying to help me autocorrect, but I want to write my words first, and then you can correct me afterwards. That's at least my take on that. See, my vehicles are now deadlocked. As per usual, I will not care about this information. I will not care about this information. Alright, so from what I can tell, it turns out that I'm probably going to need either more drones or have an entire train system set up, which, you don't know this, but off camera I've been trying to like upgrade my train system setup so I can like make it work. Problem. The trains require a menu to be interacted with. Secondary problem. My game keeps crashing every time I try to open up a menu that's not the main exit menu. As for why, heck if I know. But this basically means if I wanted to interact with my trains at all, I had to constantly open and close those menus, which causes random crashing. We love random crashing. No one likes random crashing. Oh well. Let's see. Let's see, Sweeter says, to be honest, I'm so bad at grammar that I use Google Translate to fix some errors. You know what? Okay, here's a way to think about it. Like, okay, way earlier in the stream, I tried to use math, like actual real-life math, in order to figure out what parts were needed in order to get the things that I need. But I wanted to try and do the calculations without a calculator first, and then use a calculator to check my answer. So maybe as a possibility in terms of how autocorrect is being used, you could just like say, oh, hey, did I get something wrong here, computer? Can you calculate if I did something wrong here? Yes, you spelled this word wrong. You should probably go fix it. Or, oh, this grammar is incorrect. You should fix that too. And that kind of thing. Fix like those small mistakes that like are genuinely mistakes. But like, I was there for that. Oh yeah. But like, asking a computer, hey computer, can you type me an essay? Sure thing. I will type you all of the essays that you could ever want. And then you get the essay and it's not what you want. And the computer's like, but I made it just for you though. Yeah, but it's not what I wanted. Then why don't you make it yourself? Said the computer. Maybe you do make it yourself. I don't know. I personally much rather like doing things myself, solely because I want to figure out how to do things on my own. I like the ability to be independent. To probably to my own detriment. Oh, actually, I want to see if I can actually move these splitters somewhere else. I have an idea of how I can make this a bit cleaner than having it like this weird zigzag. And that is due to invader splitters that I can have on the side. Woohoo, this is neat. I wish I had this a long time ago. You know what? An hour ago I thought I would stop streaming in like 30 minutes, and here I am an hour later. Has it been an hour? I think. I'm losing track of time. I need to finish this project soon. I'm getting pretty close anyway. My final message. That will not be my final message. Go out into the world, figure out how it works, and only use autocorrect when you want to be corrected, I guess. If you don't feel like being corrected and you hate being corrected, don't use it. Or do, just to make sure that you did stuff right. The amount of times that I've actually released videos that had grammatical errors will haunt me forever. I always keep checking my I keep spell checking myself, which is worse because my editing software doesn't have anything that has any auto-correctingness. So if I have anything to do with a bunch of text, I have to make sure that I put it in a Word document as an example, and be like, hey, Word, are all these words wording correctly? And then Word is like, Word. And then I'm happy because I got it right. Also, let's see, Swedish might sound like a begging a bit, pretty much am, but TF2 win. I've said this a multitude of times, Swedish, for every time you've asked. I'm probably not going to be streaming TF2. Probably. I say probably because it is still something that I'd like to do one day, but it's not something that is on my mind of things that I will do. Or like will do within the within the future. I'm just a tiny bit of... You've been asking for like not months, sorry, weeks. Ever since he showed the that one Spamton fight in TF2, which does look cool. I just don't like playing modded TF2 that much. I like TF2 as TF2. Everything else is like weird TF2. I like running around as a spy and being very sneaky. That, and I honestly don't have a whole lot of fun playing TF2 that much anymore, and that's just because of like how the matchmaking works. I just feel like the fun gets stopped so quickly, as opposed to when quick play was the thing. I was playing a TF2 a long time ago. TF2 is one of my favorite games of all time. I have like 3,000 hours in it. I definitely like the game. It's experienced a lot of problems over the years, and they just kind of piled on it too much. Kevin says in Cassette Beast stream you can invite the chat. Wait, what? Can you explain further, Kevin? Because Cassette Beast is a game that I thought about playing at some point, and I do actually have. But I haven't thought about like streaming it. But I didn't know there was like a weird stream integration thing. Can you explain, Kevin? Meanwhile, Sweeter says that he has about 500 hours in TF2, roughly. That's honestly a respectable amount. Like, I could say, I have 3,000 hours in this video game. It's not actually the most amount of time that I've spent in a game. That goes to Dota 2 with 5,500 hours. Somehow, Satisfactory is only at a measly 1,300. It's probably 1,600. I forgot where it's at now. Anyways, 500 hours is honestly pretty impressive. Autosave. Okay, so with that last one, I have now connected a bunch of stuff for thermal thrusters. Woo! Congratulations, everybody! You have succeeded in watching Dean mindlessly, eventually, probably, possibly, getting thermal thrusters automated at 60 a minute. Ain't that impressive, folks? Unfortunately, it's all wrong. It was all actually a lie, because this isn't 60 thermal thrusters a minute, due to the fact that I actually need to get some of the other resources over here quicker. And I probably need to either set up more drone ports, or actually have like a dedicated train system just for this, so I can get the resources over here faster, or at least in bulk. I'll probably do like figure that out off camera, because that's just going to be like me trial testing. It's taking a while, blah 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 blah. But this is still a really good milestone though, because this thermal thrusters here is one of the last pieces that's required for the ballistic missiles. Let's see, ballistic missiles. There, ballistic warp drives, where they do need thermal propulsion rockets. And the next thing that I do need to do is get the singularity cells or super like quantum physics and such. There are these dark matter crystals, which I have this kind of solved. Not really. It's not it's impossible to get dark matter crystals to such an extent to like sustain 60 items a minute, but I have an alternative that I'm gonna go with, and that is using the forbidden technique that no one uses because it's really dumb. Converting alien guts into biomass, which then gets converted into charcoal, which counts as coal. Nobody uses that recipe because you need to kill like a ton of things in order to actually benefit from it. Well, let me go over here just to kind of show it off. I have this whole setup here, this whole setup near my main base, in order to get a huge stockpile of dark matter crystals. Tend to look at Discord, says Demonic. I'll look there. What am I looking for? Oh, someone's joined. Oh, hello. Is that you on here? Oh, nice. Thank you. All right. But yeah, dark matter crystals. I have a massive ass stockpile of coal under here that'll eventually get full, and I have like a couple rulings here. I want most of the coal that's getting stored in these massive crates over here to mainly come from actually converting alien guts into biomass into coal, which I do by putting in their guts into here. And there's like this cool thing called a Sumer Sleuth, which all that does is actually doubles the resources. So for every 1 alien I kill, I get 2 protein, and then for every 2 protein, I get 3,000 biomass, which ain't that pretty neat? Every 1 biomass, or every 1 protein gets me like 200 biomass, and I can get like 3,000 items a minute from that. I can't like extract that fast enough. There's literally no belt in the game that can extract at that speed, which is really weird. Anyways, that's one thing. I will admit there is 1 coal node that is connected to this, and I've kind of vowed to only use that 1 coal node because I've had like such an annoyance trying to get all of the alien resources that I need. That and blah blah. Anyways, this 1 singular coal node of like 60 or 600 a minute is going towards this massive ass stockpile that will effectively operate as my infinite supply of coal that will then use to make the infinite supply of dark matter. It's not really infinite, but oh well. It's close enough. And then I have like a bunch of dark matter crystals here ready for production. This is the only item in the entire insane process of getting ballistic warp drives built that will be stockpiled. Everything else will be at the 60 a minute rate. At least that's the plan. As for when exactly I'm going to do another Satisfactory stream, I don't know. I just kind of do these whenever I feel like I have enough free time to just stop by and feel like doing this. Other than that, a main project that a main stream thing that I'm doing currently is going back through a bunch of old CD-ROMs that I have from like 20 years ago and trying to get those working and try to play some of these old games. Now, as for what old game I want to play next, I haven't actually decided on that. I kind of thought about playing like some of these old education games. These ones are called the Jumpstart games. They are very much supposed to be for kids. Although that being said, I just kind of thought it might be fun to go play those again because they do have actually really fun mini games that I just want to check out again. I feel like it might be interesting to check out. However, I did this already with one game, Hot Wheels Velocity X, which that was a cool old game. Mario Teaches Typing. I don't have Mario Teaches Typing in Swedish. That's not a game I got. I got some kind of Mario Studio thing, but... Actually, wait, let me check it. Hold on. Let me double check. I know I had... No, it's not a Mario Studio. It's like a Disney Studio thing. Let's see. Alright, so the list that I have to choose from is a little extensive. I'm literally just going to name off all the CDs that I have. Toy Story, Animated Storybook, Tonka Construction, Lego Island 2, what's that one? Jumpstart Preschool, that one has like a pet simulator game in there. Kellogg's Pop-Tarts, Rodney Copperbottom, and the Rabbit City Heroes. Apparently this is a thing that I have. How exactly I got my hands on a Pop-Tart CD-ROM? Heck if I know. That's the thing I got. Let's see. Some kind of dirt bike racing game. An entirely different Toy Story CD-ROM, which I don't exactly know what's on that one. A really old McDonald's CD-ROM. No joke, they used to have CD-ROMs as toys from McDonald's. Anyways, this one is for Treasure Planet. It's called Ethereum Rescue. There's an old game for this, apparently. Wait, Toy Story Woody Friend Inside Me? No! We're not bringing Friend Inside Me into my past childhood games. No! I guess I have to do it now. I have to do it for the meme. I did the whole Asgore on a truck, playing Asgore the entire time when I was playing Hot Wheels game. I rode a truck the entire time I was playing Hot Wheels Velocity X. I might as well do this more. What else do I got? The original PC releases of the Lego Star Wars 1 and 2, the original trilogy and the video game one. I don't think I'll play those ones. I don't think that'll be worth. I feel they might be fun. I don't know. I'll think about it. It depends. Let's see. A couple Reader Rabbit games as well. A different Tonka game. A Lego Demos disc. There's the Hot Wheels Velocity X game. Monsters Inc. Pinball Panic. It's just a pinball game, but with Monsters Inc. stuff. A Jumpstart Second Grade, an entirely different Toy Story disc. I have 3 Toy Story discs for some reason. This one's like some weird first grade one. I don't think that one was too fun, but I don't know. Let's see. Leap Ahead, reading CD-ROM. What? Pajama Sam's Sockworks, Putt Putt Saves the Zoo, Putt Putt, Balloonarama, Jumpstart Toddlers, different toddler games. Imaginext Pirate Raiders Activity CD. What the hell? Freddy Fish, The Case of the Haunted Schoolhouse. Operation CD-ROM. I barely remember this thing. Apparently this disc is supposed to be like an Operation CD-ROM game. Is really weird. I swear it is weird. I'm saving that for like somewhere like later on. I want that to be like one of the later games that I do. Reader Rabbit's Kindergarten. I have 4 Flight Simulator games. I don't know if I'd do that one though. 5 Flight Simulator games, sorry. Jumpstart Kindergarten, Pinball Madness. Thomas and Friends, The Great Festival Adventure. Oh, this is the thing I was thinking about. Disney's Magic Artist Classic. What is this even? I don't even know what this is. I think it's like a weird MS Paint thing, but Disney themed. Freddy Fish and The Case of the Missing Kelp Seeds. Reader Rabbit Second Grade and like a couple Winnie the Pooh games. So those are the discs that I have. I don't think I'll play like all of them. Also, I've been having difficulties getting them to run in general. My Hot Wheels streams, those ones that I did, those ones were horrific. And mostly because I couldn't control my character the entire time. But I was having fun playing it though. Even though my stream kept like breaking every time I did anything. Oh well. This will be fine. As for which one I'm gonna do next, I don't know actually. I'll find out next week. I need to get them working is the problem. Like half of the problem is getting them working. If I can't get them working next week, I might like slip back into Satisfactory maybe. Let's see. Kevin has a follow-up to the message sent earlier. Is in that cassette piece has like you can invite the chat. Online multiplayer, all you have to do is cross-platform play and then show the code to join. Oh, is that kind of multiplayer? I don't like that kind of multiplayer though. Because the cassette piece online multiplayer, all I have to do is cross-platform blah 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 blah. Speech suggests one of the story ones. I'm gonna regret doing it, but the whole point is that I'm gonna regret doing it anyway, so I might as well. Make your screen monochrome whenever Woody is on screen. Actually, I could probably do that. No joke. If, Oh, actually, I might be able to. I was thinking on maybe if I could, like, put everything in a group, but that's gonna be so annoying. But I think what I can do for that is, like, have my OBS recording, and then I can also have a window pop up that shows what my OBS is recording, and then overlay that on top of my recording, and then make that monochrome. That would work, and that way I can just press a button and it would just turn everything monochrome. That actually would be funny. I might actually do that. That sounds funny. Alright, so that's probably going to be the actual end of the stream. I'm hoping that... Actually, I probably won't say when I'm going to be doing stuff because I'm probably going to be messing around trying to get stuff to work. Oh well. But next week I'll probably be doing the stream, hopefully, but I'm going to probably be focusing on if I can get my State of Dean video done so I can actually talk about what's been going on and plans I have for the future, and just a place to put like my thoughts in somewhere instead of like on stream for no one to watch, because who watches these streams afterwards? Actually, I don't know. Do people even watch these things afterwards? I only do whenever I want to make sure that I did something right, or whenever I wanted to find a clip. Shoot! Speaking of, I remember a funny clip. I need to make a short on that before the end of the day. It was one where I threw nukes on the ground and then said, "Mike, the light show, please." And then everything exploded. And it was very funny. But yeah, I'm gonna probably actually end the stream now. I'm hungry. I've been streaming for 5 hours. Probably, collectively, 4 to 5 hours. Just really watch the beginning. Alright, so, I'm gonna... I would like to thank our wonderful audience for joining in today on today's stream. We would like to thank Swedish Monkey, Kevin ES, Tim Monic Fagan, Kevin ES, Matthew McDonald, Cultist, Shadow VR, MP019, The Stuff Doer, Kelnick, Alexis, Justin Overid. Oh yeah, that's right. Shoot. Do I remember anyone from the last chat stream? Let's see. Just some stuff. Sonic, Supersonic Racer. W Dizzy. I'm trying to remember the other people from the last, because I usually like go off of the chat, but I broke it. As well as many other wonderful audience members. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream, at least some amount, and you all have a good night. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you all eventually. Bye-bye. Coming. Where's my spin? Where's my spin button? Spinning out here. Spinning. I need to spin faster for me to actually take off out of here. Spin. My feet show.